How do I do this? Oh, it is on. How do I? Chat. Oh, somebody's here. What's up, guys? Or guy, girl? I'm trying to figure out this live stream thing. But I want to be able to do some animation while my face is on screen. Oh. What's up? Man, I need some headphones or something. I'm just hearing the echo of my. Sorry, guys. I'm just testing this out. I'm trying to see how to. Stream and do some animation at the same time, but I've never used live chat before. Okay, I turned the computer sound down. But now I want you guys to see my screen too. Does anybody know how to do that? Because I want to like animate for you guys too. Yeah, this is my face. This is what I look like. OBS use OBD. Is that another program? Oops. OBS. Let me look and see what that is. OBS Studio. Okay. Check that out. OBS. Does that work on Macs too? Because I'm on a Mac. I don't know. OBS Studio. Yes. Broadcast software. Okay. YouTube screen capture device. I do have an Elgato, like for gaming. I've never used it before. Can I use that? Yeah, this is. I was gonna try and what do you call it? Key myself out so I could put myself in the corner and then do some animation, but I don't know what I'm doing. Green screen. OBS Studio. Okay. Let me check it out. All right. Well, any of you guys are interested, I'm going to try and start live streaming sometimes just so I can answer questions and show you guys online. Or, I mean, no, you can use software like, okay. And just do requests. So, let's see. This is weird. I'm not used to being on camera either. So this is really weird. But like I said, I want to be able to answer questions for you guys whenever you have them. And then to do, like, I'm going to start doing Photoshop and Illustrator tutorials and all kinds of stuff and show you how to make backgrounds and all that kind of stuff. But character turns to dust. I've been trying to figure that out, trying to figure out the, what do you call it? Fading effect. And I think maybe I can do that in Anime Studio, but we'll see. But yeah, I really, really want to just go live sometimes because I know a lot of people have questions. So you can cast your screen. Okay. So it sounds like OBS Studio is the way to go. Checking that out right now. Does it cost? Oh, well, here we go. Yeah, it's for Mac too. Okay. I'm going to download that now. Yeah, it's just me. I do the animation and stuff whenever I can. This green screen is really cheap. It's actually just paper that I bought, railroad board paper, like 85 cents, and then it's on a clothes rack that I hung behind me. So it's really really cheap. It's ghetto fabulous. Speak tune. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. What's up, y'all? Like I said, this is my first time live, so I have no idea what I'm doing at all. No, it's free. Sweet. That's the right price then, right there. Let me download that real quick. Okay. All right, well, I think I'm going to download the Open Broadcaster software, and then hopefully tomorrow, if that's cool with you guys, I'll just start live streaming. I'll put in I think on YouTube I can say when I'm going to do it, but just sometime in the afternoon, I guess. Well, my time, but yeah, if that's cool. Do you guys have any questions for me? I can't really show you because I don't know how to. I mean, I can't do the screen capture thing or whatever yet, but oh, if you guys have any ideas for tutorials too, that'd be cool because I can write those down really quick too. Man, this is cool. Sorry, I'm geeking out a little bit. I've never done this before. Smash that like button. Oh, I'm sorry. Trying to speak slower. I'm excited, man. Any thanks. Cool. To set up OBS Studio and come back tomorrow. All right, cool. Yeah, and if you guys think of anything that you want to ask, just let me know. I'll try and talk slower. I'm just really excited to do this, just so I can have like instant feedback with you guys, because I really, really want to start doing this. So, stick fighting. That's actually a really good one because I think that would be really easy to animate. Stick animating. To make so easy. Now I have live. Talk during their webinars. I hear you, man. Bills. I'm struggling, man. But I love animating, so yeah, it's really exciting for me to just do this because weekends are the only time I have any free time since I work at night. So this is super cool. And I think it's going to get me more excited. I need to do a lot more stuff for my patrons too. So I think by doing stuff live, I'm going to have a lot more ideas to give you guys. Ooh, I haven't done a lot in Blender 3D, but that's something that I'd like to learn. You know, I kind of teach as I go anyway. A lot of the tutorials that I make, I figure out how to do something, and then the next day I'd make a tutorial on it because I'm so jazzed about it. So Will multiple people work at the same time? Help cut down workflow? Yeah. Yeah, I want to collaborate with people too. And like have people send me their files or their characters and then actually rig them live, or just if they're having a specific problem, because I know I had a ton of problems. That's the reason I started making tutorials, is because at the time there weren't a lot of I didn't have any tutorials to go off of, so I just started making them like, I don't know, 7 years ago maybe. I mean, there's a lot more now, but oh, that's cool, man. I appreciate it. Young Matrix Television? That's cool. I have a full 180 turn rig. My email is, if you have a Facebook account, you can just send me any messages to Poptoogi on Facebook. If you just type in Poptoogi on Facebook, you'll find my email address. And a lot of people actually send me their files directly through Facebook. So go lefty. That's right. I need to speak to you. It's okay if the English isn't good, man. I have a lot of subscribers that don't speak English, and I'll do my best. If you send me a message, I'll definitely help you out. I'll check out Xfinity Tunes, man. I'm gonna check it out. I'm writing it down. No problem, man. Speak tune. Cool. Yeah, character turns are really, really tricky to do. I'm gonna try and do some more of those body turns. If you watch my How to Make a Fin character, it's a more simplistic character, but it shows you how to do the body turn. So if you go check that out, it should help you. But again, I can help you out if you send me a message or send me your work file. You can actually send Anime Studio files directly through Facebook. If you just attach it in the message, I should be able to help you out. Yeah, definitely. McT, if you have references, it's much, much easier. I'm actually working on, I don't know if you guys saw, but Rick and Morty, I was using a character, a model sheet to try and make the body turn, and it's way, way easier if you have reference pictures to go off of. And there's actually another YouTube channel called BAM Animation, and they show you how to make a really, really good body turn from the 3/4 stance, which is the most common stance for animation, which is what my character normally is in. But they show you how to make the side pose and the back pose and the front pose really good. So I might get in touch with them so I see if I can reference their video too. But I'll put a link in the description next time I do a body turn tutorial. Yeah, BAM Animation is amazing. I just found out about them. They're amazing. They're like the true professional animators. I'm just a dude that does this on the weekends. So streaming live on the weekends. Yeah, I'm gonna keep trying. Create. When would I be able to do collaborations? Just in my spare time, man. It's really hard. A lot of people ask me to like do full projects, but I end up usually only like helping people rig, or maybe creating a background or something like that, just because it's so time consuming to do. Yeah, I work in Moho 11. I know that's weird. A lot of people have upgraded to Moho 12, but when I first started using it, it would crash a lot. So I just, I don't know why. I'm just old school. I just keep using Anime Studio 11, partly because I want people who have older versions to be able to use my tutorials. That's the only real reason. And I know that it's can be really expensive to upgrade or get Moho 12. So Um, hey man, it's okay if you can't draw. I'm telling you, being an animator, see, there's a lot of people who think that you have to be a really good artist to tell a good story. And animating isn't about who can draw the best or do this and that. If you look at the really big animators on YouTube, like Domix or The Odd Ones Out, their characters aren't really detailed. I mean, they're very, very simple, and they actually don't animate that much. They don't animate the mouths. And if you can tell a good story, that's all you need. Who's another? Oh, Grade A Under A. He's another big YouTuber, or was, and he uses MS Paint. And his charm with his animations is that they're really horrible. So yeah, it doesn't matter if you can draw or not, man. If you love doing it and you like to tell stories, or you want to put something out there, man, just do it, because it really honestly doesn't matter. I've seen people who do beautiful animations, like they're just the best artists I've ever seen, and they suck at telling stories, you know? So I think if you want to do it, man, just do it. Body turns with bones. Yeah, I kind of covered it a little bit in the video, but that's really, it's really tricky. It's kind of an advanced thing to do, but it's possible. And I've been trying to do it with that Batman character. I have one of those. I want your works. Yeah, those are animatics, not animations. Technically, you could call them animatics. But if you're into doing animatics, I think that's cool too. I love them. I mean, I watch especially The Odd Ones Out, and Swoozy. He's a good storyteller. Yeah, what's his Linson is full of, yeah, his body turns are incredible. I don't know if he's using Moho anymore, but he's really, his character rigs are crazy. Yeah, you should check out. Sorry, I'm not trying to. I've never even used a chat before. I know that sounds crazy, but Naruto's animation is very still. Oh yeah, anime in particular, I don't want to say cheat a lot, but if you watch enough anime, you see that they do a lot of cheats or ways to save time. You know, they'll have their head turned down and eyes not open, so they don't have to animate much of the face, you know, making the characters look really cool, but it really is just to save time. I don't know how many times I've seen shots where they just move the camera across a still image for anime. You're right. Yeah, every style is cool, man. I dig anything that anybody creates. I love any animation that people do. Body turns of bones. Rise up or fall over turns. Where character gets out of bed? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, if you rig a character, you can actually pivot them at their hip. So you can actually, I'm pretty sure that's possible to do. Bills. Naruto. My favorite anime is, I started watching, I don't know how old you guys are, but I started watching anime before it was in the United States. I had to order it from Japan back in the 80s. And the first anime that I saw was, well, there's three. I got Fist of the North Star, which is classic. Akira, which is hands down probably the best anime movie I've ever seen. And a little later on, Ghost in the Shell was a huge. I mean, it still is my favorite movie, Ghost in the Shell. It's, I don't know if you guys know this, but The Matrix was actually influenced by Ghost in the Shell and somewhat from Terminator and stuff like that too. Really good. The reason I changed, so I created my YouTube channel back in like 2006, and Sho'nuff is actually a character from one of my favorite movies called The Last Dragon. And I had no intentions of really using YouTube for anything other than to keep my files from disappearing. And I really was just posting stuff online just to make sure that I could show other people, oh, hey, I do some animation, check this out. The reason I changed to Poptoogi is because I needed a different, I didn't want to use a name from a movie. I wanted to make my own. And it's really stupid, but Poptoogi kind of stands for, I was going to call it Popular Cartoons, but then I saw there was this channel called Poptoons. So I was like, well, let me just change it into a name. So I just added the G, Poptoogi, the gi at the end, because it sounded very anime-ish. So Poptoogi just became the name. I know it's really stupid, but I wanted to come up with something that was kind of fun, I guess. So yeah, that's why Poptoogi is now my channel name, or my character name, because Sho'nuff, like I said, was a character from a movie. Tutorial about switch. So somebody just asked if doing body turns with switch layers would be easier. Kind of. There's a video I made where you just make different poses, the 3/4 turn, side turn, back turn, with different rigs. It certainly would be easier to just do that and switch between, because when you're trying to create a body turn with a bone rig, you're basically trying to fake 3D a whole character, which is extremely hard to do, especially when they have a lot of angles in their arms, and I mean, they're really detailed. So in a sense, I think it actually would be a lot easier to do switch layers, or switch out poses with a switch bone layer to do that. So Earthworm Jim. Earthworm Jim is amazing. Best pixel animation in a video game is Earthworm Jim, I think. Freakazoid, that was a classic. Man. Dude, you took me back with that, Freakazoid. I'm a huge nerd with 80s animation, man. I was all about Thundercats, Transformers, G.I. Joe, the old WB cartoons, of course, and then Trigun. Man, I remember that. Man. So you guys are taking me back. Oh my gosh. You work with Jim Mills? Hey, man. Appreciate it, man. Shotgun. Thank you. Oh, a Lego character. I actually am working on trying to make a Lego character, just because a lot of people are really into Legos and what's that game? Roblox? Yeah. My friend's kids, they are heavy into Fortnite and Roblox. So I'm trying to make some posable, turnable characters for them, but I'm actually using some of the 3D stuff in Anime Studio. So hopefully I can get that working so it looks good. But yeah, I am working on a Lego character for sure. Thanks, man. Drake. Transformers the movie. Okay, so Transformers the movie came out when I was 8 years old. And my mom let me walk downtown with my best friend. And that's the only movie I've seen. I'm in my 40s now. But I've seen that movie probably like 20 times. Transformers the movie is right up there for me with the greats like Akira and Ghost in the Shell. That's up there. Kurosawa's films, all, Princess Mononoke, all of his stuff are amazing, or, the best animation movies too, I think. But wow. Fire and Ice. Oh, what? Yo, Fire and Ice. I right when I read that, that made me think of Heavy Metal. If you guys haven't seen Heavy Metal, the movie, if any of you are younger, it's adult themed, very, but it was the precursor before the United States had anime. There was Heavy Metal, man, and it was dope. Yeah. Check out Fire and Ice, Heavy Metal. What was another one? Oh, Wizards. Wizards was another one that was amazing. Hand poses are hard to make. Yes, they are. I will make a tutorial for just making hand poses because I know that's something that I struggled with a lot when I first started. Yeah. That's a great idea for a tutorial is hand poses, man, because I know people struggle with that a lot. I did. There's a good place that actually sells anime studio characters and backgrounds. It's called Cartoon Solutions. And they sell hand packs and stuff like that too. But go check those guys out. If you're having trouble with actually making any artwork, there is, I think, Content Paradise too. You can find some stuff there too. If you render a 3D picture from, it's possible to import the rig into Moho. So I've seen people use Blender and to create some 3D imagery and then import it into directly into Moho or Anime Studio, but it's really hard to work with. I haven't figured out a great way to manipulate the camera and use 3D models directly in Moho or Anime Studio, but if you're talking about 3D picture, I think, well, you can use Blender models, I think, too. I just haven't done it. Excuse me. But I've seen people that have brought a 3D model from Blender, I believe, or Poser. No, it's Poser because I think is it Micro or not Microsoft? Smith Micro. People that own Anime Studio also own Poser. Yeah, man, Heavy Metal. I tricked my mom. I mean, I didn't trick her, but I got her to rent Heavy Metal when I was a little kid, and she wasn't happy about that. She was, because she just thought it was a cartoon. So I mean, it is, but man, amazing. Oh, the old anime. Yeah, man. I fell in love with cartoons back in the day. I mean, who doesn't love like Disney movies and stuff like that? But when I found out there was other stuff, like the anime, man, instantly. Oh, and actually, another one of the first ones I saw was Battle Angel, which is now Alita Battle Angel that just came out. But I bought the cartoon back in like, I don't know, 98 or something like that. It's been around for a long, long time. And actually, do you guys remember Jessica Alba's show, Dark Angel? That was based on Battle Angel Alita, the anime. Oh yeah, Content Paradise. They don't have their store structured very well. I don't think. I mean, I think it's a good place to get stuff, but this is a good question, Mick T. Do I use Papagayo? No, I don't. I tried to use it, and it took longer for me to use Papagayo and get it to look exactly how I wanted. I'm so fast at using SmartBones for my lip syncing now that I can actually lip sync 5-10 minutes fairly in like 20-25 minutes. I mean, I can do a whole cartoon of lip syncing pretty fast by just using switch layers. I've just gotten really used to it because I've been doing it for like, I don't know, 5 years or something like that. So no, I don't use Papagayo. Pinky in the Brain, that was dope. I loved all the I like weird stuff, man. Pinky in the Brain, Ren and Stimpy. You guys remember Liquid Television on MTV? Like Eon Flux and stuff like that? Ah, That was dope. That was before, I think, Cartoon Network, maybe even. OBS Studio is finished. I'm so excited. A cartoon. Yeah, yeah. Hey, man. You know, it was the 80s. And yeah, there was nobody had any idea that the heavy metal was what it was. It's still amazing though. They use a lot of rotoscoping. That's something that that's a tutorial I could probably try and do, is rotoscoping. Basically, rotoscoping is just tracing over an actual video of an actual actual movie clip. You can actually just draw over it. They use rotoscoping a lot in heavy metal. Well, a lot of the old Disney movies, Cinderella and Snow White and stuff. The reason why they look so realistic is because they used a lot of rotoscoping in that. So yeah. Smart Bones or Switch window. Smart Bones. So I'm still using Anime Studio Pro 11, so I'm not even using the window. But yeah, I don't know. I think using the Smartbone is faster, but that's because I'm used to it. It's the window's good because it gives you a preview of everything. So I don't know. It kind of, I guess it's just what you're used to. Yeah, rotoscoping takes way too much time, for sure. But it's a little easier than frame by frame. People keep asking me to do a frame by frame animation. I'm like, nah. That would take like 10 years to do frame by frame. I'm an okay artist, but it would be crazy to try and do a whole cartoon just frame by frame. Do I take tutorial requests for art styles, like you did with Minecraft? Yeah, I mean, I'm up for anything, man. Like I said before, most of the tutorials I do, just the ideas pop in my head, and then I take a little while to see if I can do it. Then if I can do it, then I'm all excited, and then I make a tutorial. So it's really like, as it pops in my head. Like even the Marvel, I just did the Marvel intro. I just thought to myself just a couple days ago, I was like, I wonder if I could do that. And then I fiddled with it until it looked kind of cool. And then I recorded it. So I definitely will take requests. Rotoscoping. I'm not a fan, Tim. I've been told my art style is similar to a cartoon series. Yeah, man. Request away. I'm all about, I don't know if you guys could tell, but I love all animation. I love other people's animation. I spend hours, when I'm at work on breaks, I watch other people's animations or their tutorials just because it's something I've always loved since I was little. So I'm actually thinking about, I get random weird thoughts in my head and I'm like, I want to do something that's totally different from my style. So I want to do like a scary cartoon because I've been watching a lot of those horror story cartoons on YouTube, which are dope, by the way. Check those out. But I was like, somebody asked me a while ago, like, how do you make your scene more scary? So I was like, man, I could use some camera shakes, some ambient noises, use the sketch tool. So all my lines are jagged and kind of shaking because I want to make like a scary character. So I'm gonna try and do that. The Marvel tutorial. It's great. Thanks, man. My character faces left. Body turn, 2 left wheel, 1 turn. Wait. KG. I'm trying. Okay, my character faces left, and I can do a body turn left. The wheel turn left. That might be a problem. I'd have to look at it. You can always send me your files. I always tell anybody if they're having problems, like a glitch with their character, send it to me on Facebook. It's almost always something super simple, like a keyframe's not there, or it's usually little problems are, or not little problems, big problems are actually have little easy solutions a lot of the time. So if I can look at it, you can send it to me, KG, just so I can take a look at it. It's probably something easy. Have I ever worked with Flash? Yeah, I actually started working in Flash a long time ago, probably about 15 years ago. I had a class where I had to try and animate with Flash, and it was good, but Anime Studio is better. It's way, way easier to me. I watch people do Flash animation now, and I still think it's harder. I picked up Anime Studio on a fluke. I mean, I bought it for $20. I bought Debut, and the day I bought it, I was animating already. It was just like, I couldn't believe how easy it was. And then when I got Pro version and started messing with all the particles and stuff, it was over. Like, I think Anime Studio and Moho are the best animation programs out. I know people use Toon Boom and Flash a lot, even After Effects, but I don't know. I think Moho and Anime Studio are the easiest. Axeman cartoons, those are the horror ones. Yeah, man. Those are great. I put those on a playlist and just watch all of them. I've seen them all a couple times. Yeah. Quick tutorial on flipping the wheels on the DeLorean. Oh, yeah. Yes, I can do that, Phil. Phil, anything you want, bro. I got you, because you're the original. I think you were my first patron, too. So, yeah, anything that you request, I will do, because I owe you everything. And by the way, Colonel Phil is the dude. He's in the chat right now. He's actually helped me with making characters. He actually helped me with the Back to the Future tutorial. He's dope. He's the man, and he's been supporting me for a long time, man. So, Shotgun Sandwich, boy. Those OGs right here. Third part. Do I use any third-party drawing software? Illustrator is the only thing that I really use. I don't need to use it. I can draw in Anime Studio, but Illustrator's I hope that you guys will really like the Illustrator tutorials I do, because speed is one of the biggest things for me on making cartoons, and making backgrounds in Illustrator is way easier. When I show you guys how to like use the duplicate and transform tools in that, I think you'll really like it. But I also like making tutorials for people who are broke, because I'm broke all the time. So I think I'm going to start using GIMP, and GIMP is like Photoshop, but it's completely free. And Inkscape, I think, is the alternative for Illustrator. Also, Affinity Designer, which is a great program. It's $50, or it was, is really good. It's almost up there with Illustrator. There's a few features that it doesn't have. But Affinity Designer, Inkscape, and GIMP are all completely free. So if you guys are interested in free software, check those out. I'm just doing Illustrator and Photoshop because I own those, and I've been using them for almost 20 years. So I'm pretty good at decent at those. So my Facebook is I don't know if I have it listed in all my things, but just look up Poptoogi, www.facebook.com//Poptoogi to get to my Facebook page. Much easier to vector draw. Moho. Oh, yeah. If you have a drawing tablet, that's awesome, man. I don't even have one. All of my artwork and all of my animations, I just do with my mouse and keyboard. I had a little tiny drawing tablet like that, but it didn't work very well. And yeah, I hope someday I can afford a Cintiq or a drawing tablet, or big drawing pad, but not right now, man. Have you seen Spookies? No, I haven't, but I'm gonna go look as soon as Spookies. Family fanware. No, I'm gonna check them out though for sure. Phil, man, you're dope. I don't know, you're amazing. So, Kryta. What is Kryta? Is that a movie? I know I've heard it. And when I figure out, oh, Kryta, the program. I just heard about that last week, actually. Rivals Photoshop? What? It's a bold statement, my man. I'm gonna check it out. Kryta. Okay. Yeah, and Blender. Yeah, if you want to learn 3D modeling and stuff, man, get Blender because it's completely free too. It's been around for a long time, and it's definitely worth checking out. It's professionals use it, so 13 years. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, the learning curve. I mean, the reason I make tutorials too is because I remember what it's like to open up a program the first time and just be like, what? There's too many tools and too many menus, shortcuts and things like that. So that's why my tutorials are really specific, because when you pick something up, you want to do something right away. Like, man, I want to make something dope. And it's cool to make like balls bounce or learn how to draw shapes and stuff. But, you got to keep people's interest, or, I remember getting frustrated like with Photoshop because I couldn't select the right layer I wanted. I couldn't click on different layers and just have them switch automatically. I had to just learn how to, turn this one thing on and stuff like that. So I always try and make my tutorials easy to use. Drawing tools for Illustrator. Yeah, I only made I made a Photoshop tutorial to make like Arnold Schwarzenegger into Colossus. That was a Photoshop one. I did record an Illustrator one, and I'm going to post it this weekend too. Let me know what you guys think, even if it's crap. I want your guys' advice as to what you would like to see, what I do good, what I don't do good. One thing I learned in going to school is like criticism is super important. And it's hard to not take it personal, but it's when you can take it in, it's really helpful. So I'll post it and you guys let me know what you think. Yeah, Inkscape for vector drawing for sure. A horror anthology, yeah. Oh man, yeah. I want to do some horror stuff too. I love scary movies. I'm weird like that, man. Movies didn't scare me. I just loved watching them. Nightmare on Elm Street, man. I remember my friends and I watching that back in the day, and I was just like, man, that's dope. Freddy Krueger's the man. Yeah, tablets are tough, man. It's just like anything else, though, I suppose. When you get used to it, In $50? Is that a drawing tablet? What's that called? Inspiri. And I have to check that out. I don't know. Krita is like GIMP. Well, that's cool, because if it's like, I mean, GIMP is dope. It's amazing. It's drawing animation. Yeah. Oh, for sure, man. Mick T. Yeah, I want to start doing this. I want to do live stuff more often, just because I don't, you guys, sometimes I record videos 3 or 4 times because I think, oh, that's not good enough, or I just won't post things. Just because I'm really critical of what I am making, and I'm surprised when anybody watches me or any of my videos. I cannot believe people watch my videos on YouTube. That's insane to me. I didn't have. I mean, I'm amazed when people just say anything about what I do, because I mean, I love doing it. I wish I could do it for a living, but yeah, man, I will definitely come on here more now, because I want to be able to just interact more, because I'm a hermit, man. I'm Obi-Wan Kenobi all day, in my house by myself, and a lot of my only interactions with people sometimes are just through comments and things like that, you know. And I work at night, which is horrible. I can't stand it, but I mean, I have to pay my bills, and so I don't see anybody. Actually, I work at a college, a dental college, and they have a morgue, so I see dead bodies more than I do living people sometimes, which is not cool, man. But I'm moving on, man. I'm trying to get a better job and go back to school and stuff, so it's all good. I definitely will come back and do more Mick T for sure. Tutorial soccer ball. Make a tutorial of a soccer ball. You mean like a soccer ball spinning? Because I made a tutorial on soccer ball physics, kicking. But if you mean like just a spinning soccer ball, I can do that. Soccer ball. Argentina, what? See, now that's amazing to me too, man, that I have people watching from all over. That's amazing, man. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Augustin, Miguel, you the man. I don't know. But yeah, that's amazing, man. I love when I see people from all over messaging me. It blows my mind, man. It really is crazy. Yeah, man, you can DM me on Facebook. I mean, yeah, send me questions, dude. It's all good. And I know exactly what you mean. I mean, it's hard. It's struggling, getting stuff made. Yeah, it's difficult. But I certainly will answer any questions that you have. I'll check out that tablet, man, for sure. Because if it's only $50, yeah. Cool, Howard. I'll check it out. I'll check it out when I get off the stream. Cool, man. Isaiah, hey, man, what's up? What's up? Isaiah, shout out. Here's a shout out. What up? But I need to do more sword tutorial. Wait. A Dawn of Ice and Fire. Jotted down the sword tutorial idea. Say it again. What sword idea? Sword. Oh yeah. Hey Paul. Yeah, the axe holding and throwing. Throwing an object is like one of the first things that I was trying to figure out. It was like, how do I have some. I mean, that's like one of the first things you think of when you're animating. It's like, okay, how can I hold something, a ball or whatever, and then throw it? And I struggled with it for a long time, Paul. So as soon as I figured it out, that's when I made the tutorial. So, hey T, what's up? Another OG in the house. Teresa, man, another huge supporter of mine. I mean, without her, yeah, just words of encouragement mean a lot to me, guys. I'm so thankful for anybody that's even watching me, man. I can't believe. I don't know how I have 10,000 subscribers, because I started my channel in 2006, and I wasn't making tutorials. I was just posting random whatever. And I tried to start making better tutorials and stuff maybe 3 years ago, I think. And from 2006 to maybe 2015 or something, I maybe had 100 subscribers. And then I started making tutorials, man, and I didn't think anybody would watch, just because I was using a program, it wasn't Flash, and it just it's been growing steadily. It's crazy to me. Okay. The tweeds. Get a big working tube on. Send me a pic. Okay. Oh, sword fight. Sword fight. Okay, I do remember that now. Sword fight. I think that would be a good one, just as far as like, I did a boxing one where it shows you how to put arms in front or behind your character. And it's really, it's difficult sometimes to interact with other characters and stuff like that. So I think that'll be a good one to try and do. Well, since you said that, thank you, because you'd still be staring at the Moho 12 installation disc. Hey, glad I could help. I know what it's like also to buy some software and then just be like, well, I can't use it. I don't know what I'm doing. So that's the reason why I make tutorials, is because I know the frustration. Like I said, it's so hard to get into it, especially at the beginning, because you're just like, there's too many buttons, there's too many things to do. So yeah, if once you learn how to do something cool, I feel like one cool thing, then you're like, yeah, I got a little bit of that. I got a taste of that animation life. So then you just keep doing it over and over again. And I hope that my tutorials are that way, where it's like, I've learned so many cool little tricks that you feel confident in, like, doing more. You know what I mean? So that's cool, man. Gunfight. So, Isaiah, when you say gunfight, do you mean, do you want to have like just the special effects? Do you want to see how, or like make bullet impacts, showing how somebody reacts to getting shot, like movements and things like that? Sorry, when I animate, you guys would laugh at me if you saw me animating. If I do it in the live stream, I'm making faces, and I start talking. I really doing voices. I start doing Duke Nukem, and I'm really weird, man. Okay, so let me know, Isaiah. Gunfight, like like the lightsaber tutorial. Oh, okay. A lot of it has to do with sound too. You guys would be surprised how much sound adds to your animation. Like the Marvel intro, if I didn't have that little free YouTube music in front of it, it wouldn't be as cool. But just the little sounds that you add. And by the way, YouTube has a whole bunch of great music for free and sound effects, just so you know. You want the sword tutorial? Is that what you're talking about, Dawn? A Dawn of Ice and Fire? Neaters guy. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. My voice is calm. I feel like I sound like a super nerd when I'm talking. Although people did say when I worked at my other job that I had a radio voice, because I had that common, when you're not thinking anymore. Thank you for calling the design center. Blah, 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 blah. You just don't even think. If you'd like to leave a message, press 1. That kind of thing. Heck yeah, man. The followers are everything. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I'm amazed that anybody even watches me or sends me messages. So I'm very, 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 very appreciative of you guys. I don't think I'm cool at all. I think, right? Yeah, once you make a walk cycle, it's like, that's it. I'm an animator now. I can make cartoons. And it's kind of, like I said at the beginning, though, it's true, man. My biggest pet peeve is when people, it's very, very good to critique people and improve their work for sure. I mean, it's actually vital, but I don't like when people just crap on other people's work just because, or it's not the way that they would do it. I think anybody who's even trying to do animation is already winning. I mean, they're like, I remember a kid messaged me like 11 years old, and he had just started animating and he started using my tutorials. And this was like a couple years ago. And now I look at some of his stuff and I'm like, he's way better than I am. I mean, the way that he animates is so good. And that's what I like. I like seeing other people just learn and whatnot. But my pet peeve is, people who discourage others. It's good. Like I said, good to give critique. It's not cool to like just bag on somebody, for no reason, especially when they're just starting out or trying out. And if your animation, doesn't look great, it's still, I mean, you're trying, I love everybody's. Like I said, I love grade A under A's, and he doesn't animate at all. He has MS Paint stick figures that move like 2 frames, and it's good. So. Create the Marvel movie. Yeah, the Marvel intro was really easy, actually. I'm trying to figure out now. I did do it before, but I can't even remember. But I figured out how to shoot light out of letters, like in the Thing. If you guys haven't heard, it's a horror movie from the 80s, actually from the 50s, that was remade. But it's like showing light shine through an object and then pan over. It looks pretty cool, but I got to remember how I did it. That's the other reason I make tutorials, is because, believe it or not, I go back to my own tutorials because I'm like, how did I do that? Because I get so excited. I make something and then I do something else. And, stuff I've made 3 years ago, I'm like, I can't remember the settings or this and that. So I'll go back and watch my own videos sometimes just to remember how I made something. So, Since I'm a huge animation fan, how would you name characters without seeming offensive? If the pronunciation wrong? Um, well, as far as names, I would just, you could refer to other anime shows. There's very common names like Ryu and there's tons of. I think one good route to go, Tim, is just to go reference. Since there's hundreds of anime movies, you could just take one of the take names from other places, not necessarily make one up. So, and pronunciation, if you can't pronounce something right, exactly how it is in Japanese or whatever, that's not offensive. If people are offended by that, that's their problem, because you're not trying to offend anybody. So I don't get why people. There is very much of hypersensitivity to everything now. It's like you kind of, as I've gotten older, I've just learned to be like, well, I'm not trying to offend anybody. So if somebody takes it that way, that's their problem. Because if you're doing something with good faith, that's all that really matters. So you should be fine. Wacom. I think it's pronounced Wacom Cintiq. Yeah, it's like crazy expensive, man. But it'd be awesome someday to have. Good night, Mick. Gunfight sound effects like cowboys having a gunfight. Okay. Gunfight. That's a good idea, Isaiah. I think a standoff would be a really good cartoon, actually. To do like a showdown, some tumbleweeds, and an old western and a quick draw. That's actually that's a dope idea. Oh yeah. I always have to go back. Never stop learning. That's something that my mom still says to this day. She's retired and living the good life now, and she still says learn every day. So I always go back to my old stuff for sure. Gunfight, that's a good one. I need to make like a westernish type of thing. Gunfight. Hey, Brazil. What's up, Andrew? All the way from Brazil, man. That's crazy. I know I said this already in the stream, but that people watch this in other countries or watch anything that I do from other countries is so dope. That's like payment to me. That's like it's really satisfying to know that other people like dig what I do, because I can't believe it, man. Pakistan, what? Dude. Asan, what's up, man? Nigerian? Wow. Dude, that's crazy. That's dope. Man, like that makes my day too. It makes my day. I can't believe people are in here talking to me. That's amazing. And this is cool too, because it's getting me kind of used to be in front of the camera so I can make videos. So next time for sure, I'll have I downloaded that broadcaster thing, so then I can put my little face in the corner and then animate or just draw while you guys watch, and then I'll just answer questions at the same time too. Arizona in the house. Man. Yeah, it makes me feel like when I see people from other countries or just other states and things like that, it's like the world doesn't seem so small, you know? It's like it's just cool, man. That's really cool. I love it. Wow. Florida. Oh man, you got the good weather. It's not very nice here. And if you guys want to know where I'm from, I'm in Nebraska. What? Yeah, there's not a lot going on here, but cornfield, cows, and football. You know, that's just how it is here. But yeah, Nebraska is not going on here. Not a lot of hot animation going on from here, but you know, it is what it is. That's the life. Oh, that's true. We don't have a lot of hurricanes here, so that's cool. 102. Nah, I think 102 is that's too hot. That's that's boiling egg on your car kind of hot, man. I don't want that. I love Nebraska. I mean, Nebraska's where I'm from now, so it's not that bad. It's just nobody's ever heard of it, and it's like smack dab in the middle of the United States. So, all right, Tim. Have a good night. Have a good rest of the weekend. I enjoy mine thoroughly because I hate my job. 120? What? How were people just bursting into flames? Ooh, that's a good tutorial. I'm bursting into flames. Burst. That'd be pretty funny. That would make a good cartoon, man. Just walking around and just, you know, like the old cartoons, they just burst into flames and then turn into ash and turn into a little pile with eyeballs. That sounds like a good tutorial to me. I'm writing it down. Michigan. Yeah, I dated a girl from Michigan, man. Didn't work out. Don't do long distance relationships. I need you to teach us how to animate characters so that they can be real. What do you mean? Like bring them to life, man? What you talking about? Like realistic? You mean like realistic looking, Isaiah, or what? Just more detailed. Animation is weak in Brazil. I think that well, that's cool that you're studying for it, though, Andrew. I think that's awesome, man. Yeah, you talk about no animation. There's not a lot of animation in Nebraska. I don't know anybody that's into it like I am at all. I mean, they're into watching it, of course. Everybody's into animation now, but making it, that's not, you know, have to go to like California or Arizona or one of the bigger cities that have actual programs. They have no animation programs here. They have graphic design, which I've been studying, but no animation at all. Shoes melting, I bet. I can't. 120 sounds like a horrible situation, man. I I wouldn't even. I don't know, man. I can't believe that's real. Gladiator fight. Mm-hmm. Proper walk cycle. I don't know if I can make a perfect proper walk cycle, but I can make a semi-decent one. I need to figure out how to animate a little, because there's two types of walk cycles for me. One is the in place, where you actually move the background behind the character, which is what I use a lot, but it can look pretty floaty, and I don't have shoe bends like at the front of the toes, so it doesn't look as realistic. And then the other one is to do additive walk cycles, where your character actually moves across the stage. So I'll try and make a better walk cycle tutorial, Hassan. For sure. But yeah, this has been really fun. Oh, walking with the target bone. Yeah. Ooh, the bicycle, Mick T. That's a great one, because just reading that, I think there's an easy way to do it. That's a great bike tutorial. That would be good, because it'd be a good way to show how target bones work and how you could. Yeah, bike tutorial is a really good idea. I haven't tried family fanware. I haven't tried to make it yet, but I have definitely thought about it, because Matrix is another one of my favorite movies. I mean, you guys could probably guess all my favorite movies, because they're all nerdy, sci-fi, cartoons, you know. So yeah, Matrix Effect. I've actually thought about doing the bullet timing, which is what I think you're talking about, and even the Matrix Effect, where the letters rain down green, but then putting a character made up of those raining letters and numbers and stuff. I think I can do that. Yeah, like just you saying that made it pop into my head. Now I'm thinking about, like, yeah, I could do that. I can mask it. I can Matrix. See, and this is what I need, because I need to start making more stuff for my patrons. And I give all my patrons all of my work files and stuff. Matrix. And the work, you know, all my characters and things like that. So those are super good ideas. The bike one, man, I'm all over that. 2.5D animation. What do you mean, Hassan? Like 2.5? You meaning, oh, like isometric? Like the, I think I know what you're talking about. 2.5D. I think it's called isometric. Animation. But let me know. With some phone talk divided with two characters? For sure, man. Andrew, I think that would be pretty easy to do. Split screen. Yeah, for sure. I even think that we could set it up to do, like, have three different scenes set up. So there's one with one person talking, one with the other person talking, and then another screen where they're together. I think that would be good. That's another really good idea. I think a lot of people would use that too. Phone. Split screens. Yeah. Simple decals. All right, cool, man. Yeah, send me some stuff of the Poptoogi logo. That'd be cool. I'm trying to update my YouTube channel and my Patreon channel as well. I might be even redoing the graphics and logos and stuff, because now I have a lot more that I've done over the years that I can add. Like 3D move head left and right. Oh, so like body turn. Asan, I think that's what, or I mean, like, I think that's what you mean, is to have more of a, so you can turn your character. I think I'm going to start making some rigs that are more, not, through 360-degree spin is pretty hard, but if you have the character side view all the way to the other side, I think that's a pretty good rig, because then you can have your head, have the character look around. I wish I had my broadcast software open so I could show you guys some of the, like the Rick and Morty one that I'm working on, but yeah. Lightning and Thunder. I did an old Lightning and Thunder tutorial mic. It's really old though. I mean, it's like it's probably over 10 years old, or how long I've been on YouTube. I don't know. It's old, so I'll revamp it and make a new one. I have a few lightning ones, but that's going around objects and stuff. I can do like a lightning strike. Maybe just as a scene, like have a gas station in the dark, and then just have lightning hit. That could probably go along with the scary animation that I want to make. So I think I can do that. Man, this is so good. This is cool, man. Because sometimes, I don't know if you guys notice this, but when I make tutorials, I try not to do something that other people have done. So I try and make them up in my head first, and then just make it so I don't copy anybody. But I think this is such a good way to get good ideas, is from you guys directly. So yeah, this is cool. Okay, well, I'm gonna hop off here now, guys, because I think I'm starting to lose my voice. I can feel it getting tickly down here. But like I said, tomorrow I'm gonna on Sunday I will get this software up and running, I hope, and then hopefully I'll be able to have Anime Studio open and stuff, so we can look at some different files you guys send me, and then also Illustrator and stuff like that. So yeah, it's cool to talk to everybody. It's really, really awesome. So I'm gonna end the stream here, and I will see you guys tomorrow, I hope. But yeah, thanks for watching. Ciao.